Hey Reflections! Here, have some kiwis. I love eating kiwis. Kiwis are awesome, like super awesome. And they're pretty alkaline. And they're gonna keep you alkaline. So, I got them. I'm so excited. If you do not know who Anton Parks is, get his books. You know, I feel like in order to grow and to really understand, you have to yourself, you have to understand the past. I was actually trying to do a synopsis yesterday, but I was just too tired. I had so much to do. I had to do my Tai Chi and Kung Fu classes. That takes like 2 hours a day. Oh my god, it's just like I'm so busy, and I hate being busy because I like to like chill, you know what I mean? I like to chill. Yeah, so really interesting stuff. I'm going to be doing a write-up of everything section by section. So part 1, part 2, I'm going to be doing it like that. Also, I wanted to recommend something to you guys. I'm waiting for my other herbs to come, but I realized that in combination with my kombucha, my Oramis, chaga mushrooms. So ever since, and literally like I would never recommend anything if it didn't work for me. I'm just not like that. But these chaga mushrooms, I've been taking them for the past, I would say, week, and I literally could remember every single dream I have, and I become lucid in them, and it's just, I actually remember like going back into my dreams as soon as I would wake up, and then going back into the same exact dream. Like really, really, really awesome. It's for your memory, and it's just amazing. It's really quite amazing what these medicinal mushrooms could do for your brain. I really like to use certain supplements because it really helps me remember. And if I could remember every single dream when I wake up, that is awesome. Like I could extract something out of my dreams. Also, I've been using Bioplasma cell salts, and these are the 12 cell salts that a person needs. Now, I really respect Santos Bonacci. I mean, he has a lot of good work, especially introducing me to cell salts, and this is really good. I do a lot of strenuous activity for 2 hours a day, and I'm able to do that 3 times a week, back to back to back, and then another time, and I don't take anything but cell salts. Also, there's a lot of rumors going on about these, and I don't really know if they're true or not, but I do know that they work for me, and they are super cheap. This was probably like $6 plus shipping, maybe a little bit more, I don't know, on Amazon. And this was also really cheap. It was like $6 or $7 plus shipping. So yeah, those things are really helping me out. And you know, another reflection had asked me again about the flat earth theory, and the reason why I do not support that is because it does not align with simulation and the simulation theory. And to me, it's not a theory anymore because I actually am living it. Like every single interaction, every single synchronicity reminds me of the simulation. And I was telling another reflection that I feel like I have one foot in the door and one foot out the door because I see wisps of my 3D reality like smoke just disappearing, just like the DMT trip. So again, it doesn't really align with the simulation. And I feel like if you've had a DMT experience, an LSD experience, a mushroom experience, you understand that it doesn't matter whether that world is flat or globe or anything, because at the end of the day, it's all in your head, and that's it. That's really it. So, yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys about that because I really don't think some reflections are understanding that literally everything is within you. Every single angry comment on YouTube, which I've been seeing a lot, to be honest with you, but I realize that those are my unconscious reflections that are deep into the programming. And you're gonna hear a lot about programming because I'm very, very lucky. I am pretty much alone all the time, so I don't have to deal with other people's bullshit. And I've put myself in the position of not dealing with angry, bitter, nasty people. Like, I used to have girlfriends, you know, those mean girlfriends, super pretty, super popular, always decked out in expensive clothes. This was me a few years ago, like I'd say 4 years ago. And they would make those sly, hateful, angry remarks, or they would do things behind your back. And I just cut them out. Like, I just cut them out because you have the ability to stay in a conscious state of being. You don't have to deal with people just because they're your friends. Like, I am the first person to cut somebody off if they are not acting according to my standards of behavior, which is love and truth. Before, I felt really bad. Like, I felt like I was being mean. But then I realized, you are the most important thing. And you have to protect yourself against all these people that are deeply embedded in the programs. And the negative programs. See, there are positive programs and then there are negative programs. And my lifestyle was just so different before. And I was dealing with so many people that weren't serving me. And the more I understand the nature of reality, the more I don't give a fuck. Like, I just don't. I don't. Because it's all an illusion. And it doesn't really matter. And that's why I don't align with certain conspiracy theories. And that's why I'd be very careful with how I'm spending my day. Do I want to sit and listen to conspiracy theories all day and put that programming inside of me? Or do I want to learn martial arts? Think about that. Think about the programs that are being run inside of this computer. This is a computer, and the programs you run dictates your reality. So, I'm just saying, that's comes in really handy when you're trying to discern what is good for you. Meditating for hours on end, gardening and planting for hours on end, playing an instrument for hours on end, or watching fearful content. It's all up to you. It really is. And I'm not saying not to be aware, because there is a certain type of awareness, but you need to be aware of being aware. Like, that means being aware of all the programs that are being run to keep you stuck at a certain level of consciousness and a certain level of base fear. And that's all it is, you know, that's really all it is. So I've gotten these really cool new sacred geometry stickers that I pretty much put on everything. I think it's like Ananda Shop on Etsy, and it's really cool. Like, it's legit. I like it. I don't really smoke that much anymore. But I did put it on my bong too, just in case. You never know, man. But I've been finding that I don't have to smoke weed as much as I used to, because I'm just so high on medicinal herbs, salts, ormus, kombucha, like air, life, you know, like just happy, straight up happy. And it's amazing because, oh my God, I used to spend so much money on weed, and now I just don't have time for it, or I'm feeling so good that it just doesn't really, it just stays there in the weeds in the bowl, and it's not something that I need all the time. And it's great. It's amazing how I'm changing, and yeah, I just want everybody to be loving and love yourself, love one another, be conscious of what you're typing, be conscious of what you're searching, be conscious of what you're downloading, and just love. Like, that is the highest vibration. And I know it might anger a lot of people, but there's so much anger and there's so much bad in the world, and like, what are we going to do about that? Like, you know what I mean? Even this book, there's a lot of not so nice things that are happening, but can we as a society change that by not giving attention to that, and to focus on making and creating the best life possible for ourselves? Anyway, reflections, I hope you're having an awesome, awesome, awesome day.